Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Commodity TV here from the Edelmetallmesse in Munich, the precious metal show. And now we don't want to talk about precious metals, but we talk about blockchain and blockchain technology. And maybe you wonder why we do that now, because we heard in our last interviews a little bit like, yeah, gold is getting weaker, not going up, because the money goes into the blockchain. So I have the big honor and pleasure from Blockchain Intelligence Group, directly from Vancouver, Morginn, who is the CEO and co-founder of the company, who gives us an insight into this technology, I would say.
Thank you for having me.
Welcome. Thank you very much for taking the time and the opportunity. I mean, first of all, maybe you can a little bit explain what your company is doing. I mean, everybody knows what is Bitcoin, what is blockchain, yeah? But what are you specially doing with your company?
Fair enough. So we provide search and analytics in the blockchain space. The first use case of blockchain was cryptocurrencies. So we've focused our technology there, and primarily on the Bitcoin ecosystem, since it has the largest market cap. And we allow law enforcement and anti-money laundering divisions for financial institutions to trace, track, and monitor cryptocurrency transactions at a forensics level.
So this means you are like a security provider for the whole deals. It sounds to me a bit like.
We are. Well, we help give further clarity to the transparency that the blockchain infrastructure offers. And we recognize that regulators and compliance and even government, in order for them to really feel comfortable in allowing this sort of new currency to really go mainstream, they need to have sort of the traditional tools that they had over fiat in this new space, and that's exactly what we offer. We are blockchain agnostic, so we are looking to incorporate Ethereum next, and Litecoin, and others become more prevalent. We'll definitely adapt to those. But right now, the Bitcoin ecosystem is our primary focus. Sitting at roughly 300,000 transactions a day, somewhere between 350,000 to $400,000 million a day in volume. This year, by the end of the year, we should see about 600 to 700,000 merchants globally. Amazon, as of just last month, now accepts Bitcoin for payment for product. So we really see a lot of traction starting to take place.
Okay, wow, fantastic. So maybe you can get me out of my fear, because I didn't buy into the Bitcoin stuff, because I still have the feeling this is somebody minded in like the internet. So meaning that somebody who created the software, maybe then through the blockchain. That's how I understood it. But I always I am definitely in fear that there's a backdoor, that somebody presses a button and all the stuff disappears.
You know, there's so many smart guys that are a part of this industry that have looked at the code that's behind it, that it's impossible for that to exist. The creator or creators, we think that there's too much mind power in behind all of the mechanics, from cryptography to creating an economic system for one person to come up with it. But nonetheless, the overall design of blockchain was very well thought out. There are a number of switches that allows it to recognize Moore's law and the amount of horsepower that throttles the number of coins that are released into the market, and also allowing the miners of the world, the groups of computers that are facilitating these transactions, to have voting power in changing the direction. And this is where we've had SegWit and forking and hard forks and soft forks. And so there's a number of mechanisms that are designed that allow it to grow as it goes from being a small child to a teenager to an adult. But from backdoor sense, thankfully, no, that doesn't exist.
Okay, so you can take that fear away from me. Great. So let's come a bit more onto your business model and how you earn money and how it is working. Are you listed on an exchange, or?
That's a great question. Thank you. We're going through a reverse takeover process right now on the Canadian Stock Exchange. We hope to be trading by the end of the month, and we generate money by two ways. Our product that we provide to law enforcement and banks that track at a forensic level is a monthly subscription model. We have 2 different levels of product there. And then we also have a financial product that is deliverable via API, so software as a service. And that is for banks, exchanges, ATM networks. For the consumer side and the retailers, if the retailers are smaller, so not the Amazons of the world, but more the Starbucks and your restaurants or your apparel stores, these kinds of things, our tools are free to use. And it allows, what we've done is we've assigned a risk score to every single Bitcoin wallet in the ecosystem. And right now everyone is their own bank and there's no customer support, and so we're trying to bring a level of trust to this new era of currency. And so we allow people to look up a wallet and determine if the transaction is safe in the sense that I'm going to get the products that I'm looking to receive, and as well for retailers to know that they're not facilitating the proceeds of crime. And we feel that our slogan is bringing cryptocurrency mainstream. And so from a revenue standpoint on the exchanges, we're growing with the growth of the network. Right now, as I said, of 300,000 transactions a day. But by the end of the year, we'll have 600,000 merchants, and it's just going to keep on compounding. You betcha. So that's our blue sky.
So from your business plan, because I'm quite sure you have one, what do you think you can do as revenues and also as profit, let's say for this year, next year, the next 3 years? What is the model behind then?
So we've tried to keep things conservative, both based on advisors and legal. And right now we're projecting $2 million for 2018, 4 and 8. Conveniently, it just works out where it doubles every year.
If you can keep that the next 10 years, that would be great.
Exactly. You betcha. Yes, indeed.
Fantastic, fantastic. What sources do you need? I mean, is it like you need a big team, or is it more like you have a lot of computers and servers and intelligent software? How does it work?
Yeah, fair enough. Our team right now, we're at 16 people. We have 7 developers, 4 in management, 2 in research, 1 in artificial intelligence, and a couple other part-time staff. From the actual hardware standpoint, we do have an infrastructure in Vancouver, but we also ride on the shoulders of giants. So our API is running on Amazon Cloud. Currently, we can handle 7 billion lookups a month at half a millisecond response time. So we can bring on 10,000 banks, 10,000 exchanges tomorrow and be able to meet their needs. And when it comes to hardware, I mean, we are expanding our points of presence, or what we call our super nodes. So we have a redundancy both East Coast, West Coast in Canada, 1 here in Europe and 1 in Japan, which will cover our Asia side of things.
Okay, great. Last question. What makes you and your business then so unique that nobody can copy you?
We are patent pending on a component in our software that allows us to deliver on a financial product, and the industry felt that what we've come up with wasn't possible. There are 9 players in the world that provide sort of the deep analytics. There's really only 2 players from our perspective. They're great companies. We respect the teams that they have. We are well positioned, though, we believe, to because we have a financial product and a consumer level product, to really create a brand that's global, become like Kleenex is to tissue for the cryptocurrency space.
Super. Then thank you very much. It's your applause. Thanks for the interview. It was very interesting for me, and all the best. And I really want to see you listed because I really have to check you out.
Well, I appreciate the time. Thank you so much.
Great. Right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, that was Morginn from Blockchain Intelligence Group, and you heard it. They want to do the blockchain and the cryptocurrency not a little bit, but much safer for the future. And I think this is the right approach for it, to get it into the mainstream, as he said it. And a very interesting technology, interesting company. So check it out. Thanks, and bye-bye from Munich.